I want to see the results of all those tests.
As soon as I have it.
Where'd you study?
In New York? Under Zeitner.
Zeitner? He's still a very good man.
Even though he's never been to Peru. I'm sorry, that was unfair of me.
It seems I got under the doctor's skin. But then, of course, you have been getting under mine, haven't you? A New Yorker who studied under Zeitner. What are you doing in a backwater town like Peyton Place?
Treating the natives.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Claire.
Vincent.
Oh, Claire. How are you?
Fine. How is he?
Well, we'll find out.
He seems to know what he's about.
He does. Well, that was quite an entrance into Peyton Place.
Well, wasn't deliberate.
I didn't think so. Unless you wrenched the wheel of the bus.
Of course, I came here to see you.
Because of my letter?
Letter? I received no letter. What was in it?
I told you I was getting a divorce. Vincent.
You know, it was quite inconsiderate of you, running off the way you did without word to forewarn us. It just left us quite short-handed.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you talk with us? I realized that the life there was quite difficult for you. The altitude, the squalor, the climate, the isolation. For a girl who's used to this bucolic environment. Why didn't you talk to me?
About the altitude?
If that was what was bothering you.
It wasn't the altitude or the isolation. Vincent.
I'll be leaving as soon as I can.
I'm trying to explain.
You have explained, Claire. I came here to Peyton Place to see you, of course, but frankly, if it hadn't been necessary for me to come back to the States, I wouldn't be here. But I thought that since I did have to come back, I'd stop by and see you and have it out.
Well, then. We've had it out.
Yes.
We never did much talk about anything but Indians and medicine. Was there anything else we ever talked about?
We didn't have time for small talk.
Small talk? We were supposed to. We were supposed to be man and wife.
Calling me, Joe?
No, not you, Harrington. You just got in the way. Hey, did you talk to your brother?
About what?
Oh, come on, Rodney. About me and Rita. You see, he's getting in the way, too.
Well, maybe your way is the wrong way. Like maybe you should be going in some other direction.
You want to point me?
If you press too hard, I will. that's quite a horn Joe's got.
Yeah.
How's your coffee this morning?
Good, I hope.
Do you have any with the teeth spread far apart?
What?
Combs.
Well, sir, there's several kinds there.
Well, I'll look again.
Rita, I understand you're going to night school. That's great. How's the job working out?
If I was smart, I would have taken a job in a bank. And I could have stayed hidden away back in the vault where it's cool. Nobody'd bother me. Oh, I didn't mean you.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you did. Can I ask you something in confidence, Rita?
You mean you don't want me to tell Norman what you're going to say?
I came in here for a cup of coffee. I just keep thinking about that horn, the guy who owns it.
I don't bother with Joe Chernock anymore.
Take it easy now. Look, I don't care what used to be. What's important to me...
Do you serve lunch here?
Yes, sir. We start serving at 11.
Good. I'm just passing through on business. I'm not familiar with eating places here.
Well, we start serving at 11.
Fine.
Listen, Joe gave me a lot of static about you and him.
I can't help what Joe says, can I?
Look, I'm not accusing you, honestly.
I can't stop him from driving by and honking his stupid horn, making it look to everybody like I care something about him. And I can't keep him out of here.
I know you can't. That's why I want you to come to me if he gives you a bad time.
You're my big brother, too?
No, Rita, I'm your friend. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is by unanimous decision. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I had a few minutes off before my first class. You want to go a few rounds?
What's he been saying to you?
He's been interviewing me for a job with the fire department. Hey, you're supposed to be in school.
I'm cutting today.
You're cutting class?
Yep. I got something I want to tell you. Hold on to your socks, Rod. Little old gum chewing, back talking, gear grinding Norman Harrington is graduating.
Graduating! Oh, that's wonderful, Norman.
Congratulations, Norman. Congratulations. Dad will be very proud.
Yeah. That reminds me. You see this here? This is going to buy 2 tickets for Norman the Great and his date to go to that fashionable, that exclusive, that traditional bash given in honor of all those lucky enough to graduate. And you know who the fortunate person is I'm going to ask to go with me? May I have the honor, my dear?
Do you really mean it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I might even let you see me graduate.
Norman, I'd love to. Thank you.
Listen, Allison and I will probably be going to the prom. Why don't we double date?
No, thanks.
Oh, but Norman, what's the matter with doubling with them?
Well, let's see, where shall I begin?
Oh, it'd be so nice. I'd really enjoy it.
Look, I don't want to horn in on your plans. I just thought it might be fun, that's all.
Please, Norman, let's all go together.
Well, I suppose we'll have to take that big, fat car of yours.
Not at all. I don't think Allison and I are going to mind riding in the back seat at all.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe we'd better take your car. It's a deal. The brothers Harrington and their women will make this scene together. Only if I can pay my own way.
It's a deal. It's a deal. It's a deal.
Norman, thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I've been looking for you, Chernak. You and your buddy.
I'm sorry I didn't know that, Mr. Carson.
Which is probably why I've been able to find you.
Well, the fact is, I was trying to get up enough nerve to go down and see you.
Yeah, sure you would.
No, really. I wanted to explain about last night.
All right, explain.
Maybe you can help straighten things out between Rita and me.
I'd stay away from Rita.
All right. But things went the way they may have looked. I'd like you to try to understand that.
Oh? Just what were you trying to do?
I just wanted to talk to her, that's all. She got a little scared and, well, I guess maybe I'm to blame for that.
Well, that's very generous of you.
Look, Mr. Carson, people have been turning their backs on me ever since I got back into town. When she did it too, I guess it was the last straw. Haven't you ever felt that way? I mean, you try to fight something that you can't reach, so you wind up fighting whatever's handy.
Yeah, you sure were reaching. Too far, trying to force her into that car.
I just wanted to talk to her.
You could have talked to her right there.
She wouldn't listen. Look, Mr. Carson, I didn't expect this town to roll out the red carpet for me. Well, I guess you understand that. I used to go with Rita before I left, and, well, I thought that... Well, now I know better.
Joe, I spent 18 years with guys that started out just like this.
You don't have to tell me how rough it is to get on the right track once you've gotten off. But I've been working hard at it, and I'm going to keep on. So, if Rita wants to get up in the world, it's all right by me. In fact, you can tell her for me. I'd tell her myself, except she won't stand still long enough for me to tell her.
All right. But if I find out you've been conning me...
I'm not conning you, Mr. Carson. I just want a chance, that's all.
That's what you're getting.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Why, Dr. Morton? So you can pigeonhole our marriage neatly and then move on to something more important, something less aggravating?
So I can find out why my daughter's marriage failed.
I'm not permitted to give out any information about the patients to anyone.
Dr. Markham is my husband.
Your husband?
I bet you can't talk at all. Tim is a baby. Tim's a little baby.